For this project, I will be analyzing Banco Santander. A quick history of Banco Santander. Between 1856 and 1930, Banco Santander doubled its size of its balance sheet. Profitability exceeded that of the average Spanish finance house, and Emilio Botín y López became the first full-time chairman. Between 1930 and 1982, Botín drove major expansion, acquiring rival Banco Mercantile, Banco del Hogar Argentino, the first subsidiary in Latin America, First National Bank of Puerto Rico, and Banco Español Chile. Bolton was also named managing director at this time. Santander became the retail banking pioneer in Latin America during this time as well. Between 1985 and 2005, Banco Santander de Negocios set up for IB and wholesale market activities. They also acquired CC Bank in Germany, with decades of experience in the vehicle finance market. They also formed an alliance with Royal Bank of Scotland. Santander also expanded into Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, Peru, and Venezuela during this time. Between 2005 and 2016, they made the first investment in the U.S., taking a 19.8% stake in Sovereign and eventually acquiring them. Santander also became the 12th largest bank in the world by market cap and third largest by profits. They also had 25% of Banco Santander Mexico listed in the Mexico Stock Exchange. Banco Santander operates in the banking industry, which is involved in certain businesses such as retail banking, corporate and investment banking, private banking, asset management, FX services, and private equity. Some of the competition that Banco Santander faces is HSBC, which has over 38 million customers, is present in over 67 countries, and has revenue of over 51.445 billion. Also BBVA, which has over 72 million customers and is present in over 30 countries with revenue over 23.680 billion. And finally Citi, which has over 200 million customers and is present in over 160 countries with revenue over 71.449 billion. According to the annual report, Banco Santander focuses on ethics and conduct, digital revolution, inclusive growth, and sustainable growth. Their gross income was 48.392 billion and attributable profits were 6.619 billion. According to a few analysts, such as HSBC, Banco Santander is recommended as a hold. According to Alpha Value, Banco Santander is recommended as a buy, and Morningstar and Kepler have it as a hold. A few articles on Banco Santander in recent news are Santander rescues troubled rival in test of Europe's new rules from the New York Times, Santander tries to decrease loan exposure to Rome-based builder from Bloomberg, and Banco Santander Brazil to accelerate loan growth in 2018 from NASDAQ. A few press releases from Banco Santander themselves are Santander accelerates its digital transformation with key hires in payments, user experience, and new ventures. Anna Botín, the board's intention is to increase the total dividend against 2018 results from 22 to 23 cents, up 4.5%, and pay entirely in cash as of 2019. And finally, Santander InnoVentures invests in Roostify, a startup that processes mortgages via smartphone. The stock price comparison for Banco Santander and their competition is as follows. Looking at the chart, you can see that Citigroup has had the highest growth over the last 5 years, and Banco Santander has fallen somewhere in the middle of the competition. Insider trading for Banco Santander is the following. Bostock has bought about 222,382 shares. He also purchased 114,075 shares. Scott Powell purchased 49,432 shares, and Botin has purchased 203 shares, with a few other insiders making trades as well, mostly buying, which is a good sign for the company. Top management of Banco Santander is as follows. Scott Powell, the CEO, was paid $5,477,182 last year, and Anna Botín, the group executive chairman, was paid $4 million last year. Additional top management is Michael Cleary, who is the co-president of Santander Bank, NA, and head of consumer and business banking, Duke Dial, who is the CFO, Michael Lee, who's the managing director of commercial real estate banking, Federico Papa, who is the managing director and head of Santander U.S. Global Corporate Banking, and Robert C. Rubino, who is the co-president of Santander Bank, N.A., and head of commercial banking. Here's some performance data on Banco Santander and their competitors. Banco Santander has a P/E ratio of 14.68. HSBC has a P/E ratio of 23.98. BBVA has a P/E ratio of 10.43, and Citi has a P/E ratio of 13.03. The dividend yield for Banco Santander was 2.44, 8.8 for HSBC, 3.87 for BBVA, and 1.84 for Citi. The bond rating for Banco Santander is A. HSBC is AA3, BBVA is A-, and Citi is BAA1. The beta for these companies are 0.13 for Banco Santander, 0.75 for HSBC, 0.2 for BBVA, and 1.28 for Citi. The capital structure for Banco Santander is as follows. Total debt is $73.292 billion. First lien loans is $6.4 billion. Secured bonds is $21.698 billion. Senior unsecured loans is $2.1 billion. Senior unsecured bonds is $23.798 billion. Subordinated bonds is $8.130 billion. Junior subordinated bonds is $11.167 billion. And the market cap is $86.312 billion, with total deposits of $777.730 billion, and a return on equity of 7.68%. Additional performance data for Banco Santander and their competitors is as follows. Over the past 10 years and 5 years, the earnings per share have seen negative percentages in growth. The DPS for Banco Santander was 25% in 2007, 0 for 2012, and 6.51% in 2017. The BVPS for Santander was 22.93% in 2007, negative 1.69% in 2012, and negative 4.51% in 2017. For HSBC, the EPS in 2007 was 17.86%, negative 19.57 in 2012, and 585.71% in 2017. The DPS was 14.47% in 2007, 10% in 2012, and 0 in 2017. And BVPS was 13.47% in 2007, 6.77% in 2012, and negative 4.82% in 2017. For BBVA, the EPS was 22.30 in 2007, negative 58.13 in 2012, negative 1.39 in 2017. The DPS was 15.07% in 2007, 25% in 2012, and negative 30.56% in 2017. And for BVPS, it was 19.24% in 2007, negative 2.32% in 2012, and negative 3.45% in 2017. And for Citi, the EPS was negative 86.14% in 2007, negative 31.81% in 2012, and 0 in 2017. The DPS was 10.20% in 2007, 33.33% in 2012, and 128.57% in 2017. And BVPS was negative 6.07% in 2007, 1.42% in 2012, and negative 4.90 in 2017. These are growth percentages. In terms of mergers and acquisitions, Banco Santander acquired Sovereign Bank in 2012, which enhanced Santander's U.S. presence by taking over 723 branches in the Northeast, and they also acquired Banco Popular in 2017, which will significantly enhance Santander's franchises in Spain and Portugal, and will grow Santander's market share in SME lending in Spain to 25%. So they've made some smart strategic acquisitions over the last 10 years. In terms of FX risk, Santander mitigates its risk by using multiple instruments to hedge investments for their clients as well as for their own personal investments. They leverage some tools such as exchange insurance, exchange options, and exchange rate derivatives. Overall, I would recommend Santander as a hold because it has performed on par with their competition. And in terms of growth, I don't really see many areas for them to grow in the near future. So I would recommend them as a hold for now. Thanks.